Hey guys, it's Rebecca from Mama Bear Custom Wreaths. Welcome to my page where I make wreaths for any season or reason, and I teach you how I do it all. So today I'm going to be making a witch hat wreath, and just between you and me, I've never made one before. So we'll be learning how to do this together. Most of the stuff I got is from the Dollar Tree. Maybe a couple things from Joann's, Michael's, but for the most part it is Dollar Tree items, so this would be a very economical, budget-friendly, cute little wreath we can make. So I did get this, like I said, from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you guys a list at the end of what all we end up using because I'm not sure right now. But I did get this tool from the Dollar Tree. I've already opened one. This is what it looks like in its package. And we will be using various colors of the 6-inch Deco mesh wreath from the Dollar Tree, some Chenille stems from the Dollar Tree, maybe these little bats. I thought they were cute. And I have little assortment of ribbons that I have from different places. So we'll see which ones we end up using. But let's get started, guys. This is so fun. Okay. So what we're gonna do first is get this tool. Now, see, it's see-through. And I'm gonna use that for this part of the witch hat. I shouldn't have worn black. And we're gonna tie it first to our wreath base. And to do that, I'm just gonna go to the tip, the witch hat tip. I'm gonna get a little zip tie, and I am going to poke through it like so. And poke another hole on the other side. And I am going to tie that. This is the shortest zip tie I've had, so. Okay. Now that we have that tied, let's just start rolling or wrapping our tool around the space. Now, because this is sheer, we are going to be able to see through it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. If you don't want it to be so sheer, maybe you could put like some black mesh underneath it. I'm okay with mine being, I think it's kind of cool with it being a little see-through. But we're gonna wrap it pretty tight and a couple times around. And it's bunching up a little bit, but that's okay because we're gonna go around again. And just kind of wrap it around. It's okay if it wrinkles. It's okay, it's a witch hat. Witches aren't really known for ironing all their clothes, much less their witch hats. So imagine they'd be kind of smelly too. Not that I'm going to add any smells to mine, but look how cute that's looking already. So we just keep wrapping this. And looks like we ran out right here. This is what it looks like so far. Let's open up another roll of tulle. And we will tie this one in the same way that we did the other one. So here's our old piece, and we are going to put our new piece that we're starting with, and we're just going to secure this around the frame like we did in the beginning. Tie it, cut it, and we start again. That extra tool there will just be hidden underneath. And we'll just wrap it around. So we have that, and we will secure it once again with our zip tie. So far this is what we have. Okay guys, I'm gonna do these next few steps right here with this view, and then I'm gonna put you guys above me so you guys can see it like the bird's eye view, so you guys can actually see in detail. But I want you to see kind of how I do it from this angle also. So we're gonna take our mesh, our 10-inch mesh. I'm gonna take the black first. I'm also going to take some chenille stems. I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to use my wire cutters, not my scissors, to cut them. And then I'm going to fold them in half again, like a little V, okay? So I'm going to do that. Just kind of set these aside. Doesn't matter what color, you're not going to be able to see it from the front. Okay, so we have about 10 to 12 inches you can go with this. Okay, I don't normally measure, but I measured it for you guys so you guys can see about what I'm using. And I'm going to roll this. If you're rolling a cigar, I'm going to roll it into a little cigar. See? Okay. So it's a little cigar. Like I said, don't fret if you can't tell from this angle. I'm going to put you guys above me so you see it better. I just want to give you guys both angles. Okay, so I'm going to get the middle of it and put my chenille stem. Just tie it like that. And then at this bottom part, I'm going to tie it around there. And that will start the bottom of the hat. And I'll just tie it on and tie it in the back. And that is what you will have. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys above me so you guys can see how I do it looking down. I'm also going to clean my desk before I do because I have a lot of glitter here. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, you are now seeing me from above, so we have a different view of what we are doing. So far from this view, this is what the top of the hat looks like, and here is the little cigar that we added. Please don't smoke this. All right, that was corny. I like corny jokes. Okay, so I have a ruler here just so you guys can see I'm doing about 10 to 12 inches. So about that long. Okay, and I showed you guys how I cut my Chenille stems. I'll do it one more time. I took a Chenille stem, I folded it in half, then I cut in half, and then I folded it one more time in half. And I will be using these to tie our little cigars in, okay? So we just take our mesh here and we roll it as if we were rolling a cigar. I say that as if everyone's rolled a cigar. I've never rolled a cigar. I've only rolled mesh. But that's, I think, what the visual that I get that would be easier to understand. If you've rolled anything else that would give a better visual, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so now we're gonna put this one right next to this one. And we are going to turn it around. I'll show you guys. Just tie it like that, secure it. And later on, we'll get rid of these once we're done. But I have two black ones right here. Actually, so let's do the purple one. So let's cut off the ends here because they're fraying. Now this Dollar Tree, I will warn you, this Dollar Tree mesh will most definitely fray on you. All mesh does, actually, doesn't matter where you buy it. But just so you know, all of it mesh, all of the mesh, doesn't matter what you do to it. If you, some people say burn the ends of it, put hairspray, you know, it doesn't matter. It's all gonna, it's gonna fray. It just is what it is. The Dollar Tree one tends to fray more than the other ones. But that's okay. This means you make more. I change my wreaths every year anyway, so. Okay, so we tie it again on the back. So we have our purple here. Now you can just start cutting these all at once if it makes that easier for you, instead of doing it one by one like I'm doing it right now. I'm doing that for the video. And just roll it. Put your Chenille stem, tie it, then we're going to tie it on the back, just like we did the other one. Let's add some green. I'm liking the green. So I'm filming this in July, getting ready for Halloween, and I'm super excited. The stores are already selling their Halloween stuff because I get started early. Halloween's one of my favorite seasons. holidays. Is it a holiday? Yes, season, holiday, whatever it is. It's one of my favorite times of year. How's that? To decorate for, because it's just so fun. All of the stuff that you can do with Halloween, because, you know, it doesn't have to be as neat. You know, it could be a little messy and it looks intentional almost. You know, you can kind of like cut things up and add blood and just do all kinds of things to it if you mess up, and hide defects and make it look like that was your plan all along. You can't really do that with the other holidays, so. And so let me, since I showed you guys how to do these first ones, I'm gonna do a couple more, and then I'm gonna speed up the video so that you're not just watching the same thing over and over again. And you can use a, what are those called? The rollers to cut these. If you don't want to use your scissors, you can definitely use your, what are those called? Those circles? I have one. One of these. You can use these to cut. So I can show you guys how I do that also, or how you can do that. So if you get your mesh and you figure out where you want to cut it, instead of using the scissor, you can use one of these and just cut like that. Either one. Now, this is doing it a single way. I'm going to show you a different way that we can do this, and probably will save you some Chenille stems. It's like Medusa back there. Okay. So I think the next color we have is green. So let's get our green. We have one, we can hold it on our finger here. What we can do, since we have two, is tie two of them, like so, and then add them, just like we were doing before, but with two. Probably cut this off at the end. There you go. So we can do that, and that kind of cuts our time. So I'm going to keep doing these, and I'm probably going to speed this up to show you guys how I'm doing that. Okay, so we have the bottom here, but up here we need to add a little some. So let's start with our black. So we are going to put right here our Chenille stem through the top and just tie it to the top. Had to dig through the through where I had the tulle. I did a really good job of covering the mesh, covering the frame, that I couldn't find the frame anymore, but I found it. So we're going to just tie these. And I lost my green one. Here it is. Okay, sorry, I keep moving. So I'm putting all 3 different colors, and I am tying them to the top of the witch hat. And don't worry, we will get rid of the wires at the end. So here's what we have so far. Now we gotta add, I would like to add some ribbon to the top. So we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to make our tail. And our tail here, we are going to pinch it. We're going to make a loop like this. Let's eyeball it. Let's look here how big we want it. It's a good size, which is about 3.5 inches. Okay, we're going to pinch that. We're going to hold it right there. And we are going to twist it. Bring that loop forward. Try to make it the same size. And pinch it. We're going to try to keep the loops similar. Okay, that's about similar. Okay, so that's our first one. And we're going to put, let's see. Let's add this bat one on top. Okay, so we have this one here at the bottom. We're gonna keep that at the bottom. We're gonna lay this bat here, bat ribbon on top. We are going to make a slightly smaller loop than the first one. And we are going to pinch it. And then bring the loop forward again. Let's try to keep these similar. Yep. Okay. Scoot that one to this side. So that's so far our bow. And okay, so that's our little bow. This is not wired ribbon, so if you have wired ribbon, that would look a lot better. But since we're gonna put it on top of the mesh will hold it up for us. I typically like to use wired ribbon or something really like hard. This is kind of flimsy, but it's okay. Like I said, we're just gonna go over the mesh. So let's actually cut our tails. And we can put our bow we can just tie it around. Let's see right here, there's a space where I tied the Chenille stem from the little cigars to our bow, to our frame. We can just tie it right around there as well. And that way the mesh underneath will hold our little bow up. So we can kind of fluff our bow out. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So this is what it looks like. Maybe we could add a little bow here. How's that? Let's add another little bow. So we use our same 2 ribbons. Let's have our Chenille stem ready. Let's make a bow right here. So I'm gonna make my ribbon about yay long, my tail about yay long. I am going to see the loop. Yeah, okay. So I want my loop about this big. And it's about 3 inches right now. Okay, so we're gonna pinch it. Bring the ribbon from the back. Make it into a loop to the front part. Bring it forward. Just pinch it. Let's see if the loops are about the same size. Let's measure it and see if our loops are big enough. I think they are. And now let's get our little purple bat ribbon. You guys hear some noises in the back. The house is not haunted. That's the baby monitor. And my husband and my son are in the room. Both of them snoring. Boys. Okay. So we have we're gonna make the loop on the front ribbon a little bit shorter. Pinch it, bring the back, make a loop from the back forward. Pinch that, and we just fluff out, make sure that the ribbon isn't curled in the front like this one. Alrighty. We are going to tie it. And now we can cut our ribbon, our tails. About the same length as the other one. Okay, so here's our little bow. We're gonna attach it. I want to attach it here. So let's attach it in between to the wreath frame, between the mesh, but over a mesh so that it gives it volume, because these are not wired, so these don't have a lot of volume. Tie it like so. Okay, so I think now I'm going to put you guys up and you can see me from the front because it's too close. This is too big and you guys are too close now. Now that you guys saw how I added all of this, I'm going to put you guys up so we can finish adding some more stuff, okay? I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so now that we're back to this view, this is what we have so far. So we have our bow up here and a little bow here, which looks really cute. And I kind of like it just like this, but I do have these bats from the Dollar Tree. I took one out already. So I'm thinking we can go ahead and take this part off. And we can glue our bats. What do you guys think? I have two little bats right here. I think that would look cute. Okay. So we're just gonna glue these on. Let's take our hot glue gun. Let's not burn ourselves, shall we? I have so many burn marks. Like everywhere. My arms, my hands. Okay, so I'll let that kind of adhere. Oh, cute. I like that. Okay, so there's one bat. Let's take the little clip off this one. And we can do this one maybe closer to the edge. I'm gonna have the wings sticking out a little bit. Now be careful when you press this because the tool is not very thick, so the heat from the glue passes to the other side where your fingers are at, and it does not feel good. Not at all. Okay. Let's let it glue just a little bit more. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's so adorable. And maybe we can add one more. I'm having fun with these. And we can maybe add this one. Do we want to add it facing differently? No. I think like that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So they're kind of in formation. So let us add our glue. And we say right about here. And then this bat will have its wings a little bit out on the other side. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I glued, try not to burn myself. So I glued this here. Oh, that is just too cute. Yeah, I don't think we need to add. There's a separate row if you see back here, but I think we're good. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm at a funky angle and my chair is black, it doesn't help. But this is super cute and it was on a budget. So nice. Pretty much everything I used was from the Dollar Tree, I think, except these little ribbons. So this is a very budget-friendly, fun way to decorate your front door, decorate your home, any kind of Halloween party, a classroom. I'm a big proponent of decorating your front porch. I think before you walk into your home, before your guests walk into your home, if you have a statement piece on your front door, it just gives your home a whole new different feeling. You just walk in, you're like, oh wow, you're impressed, you're already kind of, you know, oh, this is nice. You're excited to go inside and see what else is inside the house. So I love decorating my front door, my front porch, and this is a super, super fun, easy way to decorate your door. If you guys like this tutorial, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you guys can catch all of my DIYs and tutorials on how to make wreaths and other fun home decor items. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.